Who is John the Baptist? Today we're looking at a very important figure in the life of Jesus, and there are several lessons that we can learn from the life of John the Baptist, or as I like to think of him, John the Baptizer. One lesson is that wholeheartedly believing in Jesus the Messiah is entirely possible. John knew the Messiah was coming. He believed this with his whole heart and spent his days preparing the way for the Master's coming. But the road was not an easy one to prepare, and it's not easy for us as we follow Jesus either. Daily, he faced doubters who did not share his enthusiasm for the coming Messiah. Under hard questioning from the religious elites, the Pharisees, John shared his belief. I baptize with water, but among you stands one you do not know. He is the one who comes after me, the thongs of whose sandals I am not worthy to untie. So John believed in the Messiah, and his great faith kept him steadfast on this course until the time he could say, as he saw Jesus approach, "Look, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world." As believers, we can all have this steadfast faith. Well, it's hard to know for sure what John was feeling as he sat in prison. He did certainly seem to have some doubts, and you would be too, facing a cruel beheading. So John sent a message out to Jesus in an effort to find out the truth. That's the best way to go. Go to Jesus. And as Christians, we will all have our faith put to the test, and we will either falter in our faith or, like John, cling to Jesus, seek truth, and stand firm in our faith to the end. So John's life is an example to us, of the seriousness with which we should approach the Christian life and our call to ministry, our call to spreading the good news of Jesus, our call to worship him, whatever that may be. John lived his life to introduce others to Jesus the Messiah. He focused on the mission God had given him. John also knew the importance of repenting, changing one's mind about our sin in order to live a holy and righteous life. As a servant of God, he also was unafraid of speaking truth, even when it meant calling out people such as Herod and the religious elites for their sinful behavior. John was entrusted with a unique ministry, yet we too are called upon to share the truth of Jesus with others. We can follow John's example of faithful and obedient trust in God as we live and proclaim his truth in whatever life circumstances God has given us, including up into our own death.